Everyone. Now you might remember not too long back I got a whole bunch of this Ubiquiti stuff here, but I don't really have a use for it because it's not like the enterprise stuff that I'm used to. But someone who can use it, as you all know, is old mate at Nugget Garage. So I've previously set up his network with some Aruba stuff, but for the PVR for his cameras, this might actually come in handy. So this will be his gateway router, the whole thing. So it'll suit him better than it suits me. So I'm going to go out there and install this. Now it's got a couple of the APs. There's currently 3 out there, so he's going to go down to 2, but that should be fine. A few cameras, and I threw in a hard drive here, it's a 4 terabyte hard drive. So you should be right with that. So I've pre-staged it too with some port forwarding for his web server, and I set it up to be the same network subnet that he's got. I can't do DHCP address reservations apparently that I can see unless a client's already been on there, which is a bit odd. But anyway, I'll look into that. So that's what's going to go out there. All right, so in the dyno areas, just briefly, he's got an AP here and a fucking noisy fan. In fact, I'll do it from back here. There's an AP up there and a camera. There's a little camera. I'm going to replace them. And here's another AP and camera for the workshop area. Keeps an eye on things. And in the office is another AP, which is a bit overkill because there's one just a few meters away. And he's got this camera here, which is doing, I don't know what, it's not even plugged in, but we'll see what's going on. And over here in the corner, he's got this ComSend kind of thing. He's got a rack here. Let's have a look what's in here. Oh, fuck. Dark as hell. So he's got the main modem that comes in off the street, and then he's got his router somewhere, possibly up here. That might be it back there. Then he's got these phones. So that must be your TP-Link. It's got to be. That'll be where his shit comes in. So he's got crap there. Fuck, he's got crap everywhere. So there's the switch that powers the cameras and the AP. So I'm going to rip that out and put this thing in. Right, so over here he's got the 2 dynos. And up here there's an AP for the network that he can reach from either of them. And also this little camera here, currently a Hikvision thing, which just keeps an eye on the engine bay. So I'm going to replace them and some other stuff. Now this is just a generic camera he's got here doing I don't know what. Right, so in here he's got this old 3-com switch. Now it's only a 100 meg switch, but that's fine for a couple of cameras and APs. Aren't really doing much. So I'm going to stick the Ubiquiti thing just on top of that for now without modifying his current network. I'm just going to bring his up. Now on his old router and modem, he's got some shit hanging off here. One is the link that goes to the switch that I just showed you. I don't know what the others are though. I think one of them is this phone thing, so we'll have 2 of those and something else. I just got to make sure, it's a USB thing, make sure he doesn't lose anything in the process here. Okay, so I've just put it in there and powered it up, and all I've got now is something on its LAN side, which is my laptop here, just to get connected to that. And what I'm going to do is grab his WAN connection, which will be this one here, which will come from this thing here. I might get it a bit closer. Plug that in to the WAN connection here and see if the ISP comes up. Okay, I've just put that WAN connection back into the old modem to check, because he has a username and password for that ISP. So I'm going to have to put that in here before I plug that back in. Okay, because I couldn't get the ISP uplink happening because of the username and password that I can't find, I don't want to spend time here looking around for that. I'll do that at home. So what I'm going to do here, I've disabled the DHCP server in this thing, and I'm just going to connect it to the old switch so I can connect to it. And I'll muck around with that at home because I've got a VPN client on his computer, which is down here somewhere. And did that link come up? Fucking half says it did. Jesus, that's rough. I'll just make sure I can connect to this here, and then I'll go home and I'll poke around and see what I can do. All right, this is not even half finished. I've got an AP sitting here. I've got a camera sitting up there, and I'll see what I can do for the rest. All right, I've replaced one of the APs and got that up there. Got the laptop on, but it's still using his router and DHCP server. But at least he's got a recording system. There's me out the back there. Right, I've taken the old one out, and you can see it's had a splash of coolant or something as something went off there at some point, but I'm going to replace it with this one here. All right, so that's changed to the new AP. All I've got to do next is pull this camera out and put the other one in, and that's done for this end. So I've got the camera and AP in, but Scott said there's a problem. Scott, what's the problem?
My computer can't see the SSID of the network.
Which one?
Did I use the right word?
No. That sounds good enough. What's the go?
There's no jiggers to click on.
Oh, it's not coming up.
Nah. What have you done?
Oh, but everything else works.
All my phones work. Everything else works.
All right.
So some techno babble happened.
All right. I'll have a Captain Cook. Okay, I've put it back to WPA2, which it was originally, but it's still struggling. This thing just doesn't see the network. All right, here's one of the beacons, and you can see there's a whole lot of information elements, and that tends to confuse older clients. So as you can see on here, it's not even showing up. It's like it's disregarding that beacon. So that's what I think. And I've tried reducing all this crap in the Unify stuff, but there's only so much I can turn off. So I don't know how this is going to go. Okay, here I've got one of the beacons that computer couldn't even see. And I'm going to show you what's in it. Now you've got some standard stuff here. This is all pretty standard. But down here, if I expand this out, you'll see those, yep. But here, look how many information elements there are. There's heaps. Now that's way more than I'm used to even seeing. And what will have happened is that computer, its card and driver, would have seen all this and it wouldn't have recognized it. I mean, look, there's two here that even Wireshark, the version of Wireshark I've got here doesn't even know what they are. So this can't decode them. That thing definitely couldn't decode, let's say, stuff like RM or TPZ. Like, the old driver probably doesn't even know what these are. And maybe it's just the length as well. It saw it too big. Either way, as you saw, it didn't even come up on the screen as a network. So that's what would have happened is client device is so old, and this AP didn't give me the option to trim all this shit down. It just, you know, things are these days, just keep pumping more crap into them. And the old client suffered. So that was what happened there. All right, what we decided to do is just pull the excess cable out from here, fuck the AP off altogether, and just plug it in. That should do, yeah, that's heaps. That'll do. All right, so I'll pull it out of the AP. Just plug the cunt in. Have a go at this though. There's a wireless adapter in there somewhere. Where the fuck's it gone? Where's this thing? That thing there, you can probably just see it. We'll see one of the... You can't see shit, because I can't see shit. Well, you can probably see down there, there's a card with a little LED on it there. That's his Wi-Fi adapter. So what I'm going to do is just plug it into the Ethernet port. It's all a bit hard to get to around here. Mate, this is the professionals. I'll leave it to those guys. They know what's going on. Did you get it in?
Wi-Fi.
Did you get it in?
I think so.
Fucking think so.
Where'd the cable come from?
All right, so now that's plugged in, it's got internet connectivity again, the good old-fashioned way. You just can't beat wired. But that's what I'd say it is. All this shit that is sitting out in the beacons, the client's just too old for. So I'll have to get him a new wireless adapter. But that'll do him for now. Just that there's no AP going anymore, because that's where I stole the cable from. Okay, so I've now plugged in from his modem to this thing, and you can see I've got all the lights on here. I'm doing a packet capture on it. It's not getting any response. So it looks to me like the ISP is not happy with this device and probably have to change something there. I don't know. I'll figure it out. For now, we'll just go back to the old router. The quality of the camera is pretty good. It's just a pity that I can't put non-Ubiquiti ones, like anything with a standard RTSP output into it. But anyway, that's what they've produced. So it's up and running mostly, except it's not being used as a router yet, but the NVR part's set up. Now you can see the big chunk of time missing here from the monitoring, which is just SNMP on Libre NMS. And I'm also missing a camera because of a cable issue, but that's that. So here's the unit, and I'm connecting to it via WireGuard on the computer on the inside of it, because WireGuard on the system itself blocks things coming in, so that didn't help me at all. And if you look at security stuff, the traffic and firewall rules, it's got them for the LAN, the WAN, yes, whatnot, but I don't see one for WireGuard, so that was useless to me. It used to work, but then there was an update, and now it doesn't work. So again, these are things that I don't like. But anyway, by and large, it's up and running. The video quality is okay, and I'll just tidy it up when I get around to it and get some quiet time out there. But you can see it works, so that's that. That's the install, and that's how it went. So that'll do for now. Till next time, take it easy.